Good morning, students. This is a second lecture of data analytics series. From the previous lecture, we got to know about how important data is in uh, today's scenario. It is equivalent to gold for a business nowadays. Let's see what data is and why is it important for us. Data. So, what data is? Data is a collection of facts that has been translated into form that computer can process. Nowadays, data can help you in many ways. Data can help us to make better decisions. For example, data can help you if talking in terms of business, data can help us for finding new customers, for finding our target customers, and for increasing the customer retention, for improving the customer service, for better managing marketing efforts, and it can help you to predict sales trends. As well as data can help you to solve many problems. For example, suppose if you are having a general store, so after experiencing a slow sales month or watching a poor performing marketing campaign, how would you pinpoint what went wrong? So tracking and reviewing data from business processes helps you to uncover performance breakdown, so you can better understand each part of your process and know which step is needed to be fixed and which are performing well. Data can also help you to understand the performance. For example, say you have a top performing sales representative of your company, who you send most leads to. However, when you when you dive into your data, it shows that she closes the deal at a lower rate than one of your other sales representatives who receives fewer leads but closes deals at a higher percentage. So got to know about the performance of your two representatives here. Data can also helps you to improve the processes. Like data helps you to understand and improve business processes, so you can reduce the waste of money and time. Every company feels the effect of waste. It depletes the resources and wastes your time and ultimately impacts the bottom line. Okay, so for example, uh, a bad advertising decision can be one of the greatest waste of resources in a company. With data showing how different marketing channels are performing, however, you can see which ones offers the great returns of interest and focus on those. Or you can dig into why other channels are not performing as well and work to improve their performance. So this would uh, allow you to budget to generate more leads without having to increase the advertising spends. And lastly, data can help you to understand your customers well. So example, you can you can get to know through which channel your customers are approaching you, through which channel they are coming to you, or what kind of what is their interest, or you can get to know about their behaviors and much more. If analyzing the data, you can get insight to their behaviors, to their interests. So data can help you in many ways like this for the benefit for getting the benefits in your business. So now let's move towards the types of data. Data is categorized majorly in three subparts, that is structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. So what is structured data? Structured data is that data that can be deployed in rows and columns and relational databases. For example, numbers, dates, and strings. This structured data requires less storage and is easier to manage and protect with legacy solutions. Now let's move towards the unstructured data. Unstructured data is that a data that cannot be displayed in rows and columns and relational databases. For example, your images, audios, videos, word files, mails, spreadsheets, these all are your comes in the category of your unstructured data. Unstructured data requires more storage and it is difficult to manage and protect with legacy solutions. It requires expert solutions to protect and manage this data. Next comes your semi-structured data. Semi-structured data is that information that does not reside in relational database, but they have some organizational properties that makes it easier to analyze. Example of your semi-structured data is your XML data. So let's see now what are the various sources of data from where we can get the data to analyze. So data, there are various sources of data, like one of them is your personal data. So what is personal data? Personal data is anything that is specific to you, that is related to you, like your location, your email address, and other identifying factors. Anything that belongs to you is your personal data. And lots of different companies collect your personal data, especially the social media sites. Any time you have to put in your email address or credit card details, you are giving away your personal information. Like for example, Facebook uses your personal information to suggest content you might like to see based on what other people similar to you like. So in addition, personal data is aggregated for mostly for advertising and competitive research purpose. Some companies are selling this personal data. So uh, that is the one way you get targeted ads and content from companies that you haven't even heard of. Next, what comes is your transactional data. What is transactional data? Transactional data is anything that requires an action to collect. For example, you might click on some ad, make a purchase, and visit a certain web page. So example of this can be like if you have visited a site and clicked on a dress for purchase, and that particular websites will keep on displaying that dress through various ads on your social medias or even your browsers until you will buy that dress. So this is the way your each and every click is recorded, on which dress you are clicking, through which site, or through which communication media you are going to their websites. Each and every click of yours on this computer is being recorded. Next type of data, next source of data is your web data. So what is web data? Web data is a collective term which refers to any type of data you might pull from the internet. The data that is being present on the internet is your web data. Whether you want that data to study for some research purpose, or you want to use that data for some business purpose. So anything including your football scores, your stock market, anything that is present on the internet is your web data. And this web data can be used to monitor the competitors, track potential customers, keep track of channel partners, and much more. So this was about the web data. Next, what comes is your sensor data. Sensor data is produced by the objects and is often referred to as your Internet of Things. It covers everything from your smartwatch measuring your heart rate to building with external sensors that measures the weather. For example can be like your Air Asia in a partnership with the GE Aviations is used this type of sensors data uh, for implementing for improving their precision navigation service and fuel management service. So these were the types of these were the sources of data. Now let's see, uh, the data that is being collected is not always correct. So there are the data that is being collected have many flaws in it. We need to clean the data before we can analyze that data. So there are many sources for the inaccuracy of the data. So let's see what are the various sources of this inaccurate data. So the first thing that makes your data bad data is initial data entries. Initial data entries, most people assume that data is inaccuracies are always the result of entering the wrong data at the beginning, right? So certainly the major source of data inaccuracy is that only, कि जहाँ पर आप डेटा एंटर कर रहे हो, बिकॉज हम मैनुअली डेटा एंटर कर रहे हैं तो उसकी वजह से हमारी जो मिस्टेक्स होती हैं, दैट इज़ योर इनिशियल डेटा एंट्री। डेटा एंट्री मिस्टेक्स हम उसको कहते हैं कि इनिशियल लेवल पे जो हम डेटा एंटर कर रहे हैं उसमें अगर हमारी मिस्टेक्स हो रही हैं तो दैट इज़ डेटा एंट्री मिस्टेक्स। नेक्स्ट इज़ योर फ्लॉड डेटा एंट्री प्रोसेसेस। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हमारा कस्टमर को हमने कोई फॉर्म दिया हुआ है भरने के लिए मैनुअली और या ऑनलाइन, तो उस फॉर्म को भरते टाइम जो भी उससे मिस्टेक्स हो सकती हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक हो सकती है, या फिर मे बी शायद उसको किसी फील्ड में कोई कन्फ्यूजन हो, तो उस कन्फ्यूजन के चलते वो क्या कर सकता है, हमारी कुछ भी रॉन्ग इन्फॉर्मेशन उसमें XYZ फिल कर सकता है। तो दिस टाइप ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन जहाँ जहाँ फ्लॉड डेटा एंट्री प्रोसेसेस के थ्रू, डेटा एंट्री प्रोसेस के थ्रू हमारी एरर्स आ रही हैं, बैड डेटा हमारा बन रहा है, तो दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द रीज़न फॉर योर inaccuracy of data. Next जो आता है that is the null problem. So especially problem occurs in data entry when the information called for is not available. So this may be the reason कि या तो हम यूज़र से जब वो इंफॉर्मेशन भरवा रहे हैं तो दो केसेस है हमारे लिए, कि या तो उसको उस फील्ड की इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है, या फिर हो सकता है कि वो एप्लीकेबल ही ना हो। ठीक है, तो अगर उसको उस बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है तो वो हो सकता है कि उसको ब्लैंक छोड़ देगा, या फिर हो सकता है कि उसके लिए वो पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेबल ना हो, पर्टिकुलर फील्ड एप्लीकेबल ना हो, तो वो उसको खाली छोड़ सकता है। फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस यू कैन टेक लाइक an example of data element that may be not known or not applicable is your driving license number. If in the form this field is left blank, you can tell if it you can't tell if it was not known at the point of entry, or whether the person is applies to does not have the driving license. तो इन केस ऐसे केस में जहाँ पर आपने अपने कस्टमर से डेटा एंट्री करवाई है, आप उसमें ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नंबर भरवा रहे हैं, या फिर फॉर एग्जांपल आधार कार्ड नंबर भरवा रहे हैं, तो मे बी एक पॉसिबल रीज़न है कि उस टाइम पे डेटा एंट्री के टाइम पे उसको अपना ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नंबर या फिर अपना आधार कार्ड नंबर नहीं पता हो। वन ऑफ द रीज़न कैन बी दैट। और दूसरा रीज़न है कि शायद उसके पास आधार कार्ड ही ना हो या ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस ही ना हो। तो दीज टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स इज नोन एज योर नल प्रॉब्लम्स, जहाँ पर हमारे पास डेटा अवेलेबल नहीं होता है ड्यू टू सर्टेन रीजन्स। नेक्स्ट हमारा आता है डेलिबरेट एरर्स। डेलिबरेट एरर्स आर दोज एरर्स दैट अकर व्हेन द पर्सन एंटर्स अ रॉन्ग वैल्यू ऑन सम पर्पस। अगर कोई भी जो डेटा एंट्री फिल कर रहा है उसने वहाँ पर कोई रॉन्ग एंट्री की है फॉर सम XYZ रीजन्स, फॉर एग्जांपल कि उनको करेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं पता थी, या फिर वो करेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं देना चाह रहे थे, या फिर ड्यू टू सम बेनिफिट्स उन्होंने वहाँ रॉन्ग इन्फॉर्मेशन फीड कर दी है, तो दीज मे बी द रीजन्स ऑफ दिस डेलिबरेट एरर्स। तो नेक्स्ट इज योर सिस्टम problems. Systems are often blamed for mistakes when, and after investigation the mistakes turns out to be the result of human error. So our computing systems have become enormously reliable over the years. However, a database error do occur because of system problems when the transaction system are not properly designed. So the problems that are associated with our systems is can be categorized um, in this type of problem. This is the that is the system problem. So next comes your next comes the uses of data. How can we use this data? So as we have already discussed that data जो है आपका that can be used for the business. आप customers के behavior को improve, I mean customer के behavior को अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए या फिर अपनी बिजनेस में इंसाइट देने के लिए, उसको अच्छे से समझने के लिए यू कैन यूज़ द डेटा फॉर योर बिजनेस पर्पस. डेटा को आप हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम में भी इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं. लाइक डेटा इज़ एक्सट्रीमली यूजफुल फॉर दिस मेडिकल एंड हेल्थ केयर field. Like for example, doctors are able to keep track of their patient's history, and the link to which is only accessed by the patient and his particular physician. The data of the patient is stored in the database, and when it is required by the doctor, it can be viewed. Most of the medical devices are nowadays big data oriented. That is, the use of the data has gone to such an extent that the doctor can check the person through the heart and temperature monitoring watch fitted on the patient's hand and prescribe him with the medicines. So data can also be used in your media and entertainment, and it can be used for in transportation and a very crucial sector, that is banking. For the security, for example, your security and privacy management and maintenance of any banking system is a challenge, is a real challenge. So data here is very beneficial. And how can in banking, how can data can help? सो डेटा यहाँ पर किस तरीके से हेल्प कर सकता है? वो क्या कर सकता है, हम फ्रॉड डिटेक्शन, हम अपने डेटा को एनालाइज करके फ्रॉड डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि इन पास्ट लोगों का क्या बिहेवियर था जिन्होंने फ्रॉड किया. तो उस डेटा को एनालाइज करके वी कैन डिटेक्ट कि कौन कस्टमर या किस तरीके का फ्रॉड हमारे साथ हो सकता है. तो दीज वर द यूजेस ऑफ डेटा.